And still on that story, Nigerian government has been charged to prioritize education and make it affordable to not only the privileged ones but also to the less privileged in the society. According to research, about 9 million children are enrolled in early education, while over 2 million full-time students are pursuing undergraduate studies in universities across Nigeria. Galaxy's news correspondent Lebi Joseph tells us more in this report.
Education is described as the most critical element in building a nation because it is believed that the responsibility of nation building essentially lies in the hands of its citizens, predominantly the youth. Through education, the culture of meritocracy can be implemented. Therefore, making education out of reach of common men can be disastrous to the future of a nation.
This struggle actually began in the 80s. When, IMF and World Bank told the world that Africans don't need tertiary education, that what we need is basic and vocational education. Ever since, our union, the Academic Staff Union of Universities in Nigeria, have continued to engage successive governments in this bid to set Nigeria back for many years.
I think they're afraid of the ordinary person achieving social migration. They want to remain the only ones who have access to all the resources in our country. And they obviously realize that higher education is a very potent tool. It's a currency with which you can purchase the best things in life, including access to political platform.
Government and schools management are also encouraged to work on how to modify school curriculum because well-developed current curriculum provides several benefits for students and teachers. A curriculum that lays out course objectives and content sequencing lets the teacher focus on designing specific lessons and assessments to teach individual students effectively.
The curriculum you're using is probably minimum of 60 years behind time. And so the people you're training with this curriculum cannot be globally competitive because the things you are getting them to cram, I won't say to learn, are actually things that are completely irrelevant in the light of current realities with respect to global competitiveness.
The global best practices is that universities all over the world should be free to determine courses, what they taught, how it is taught, so that universities can be socially relevant. University can solve problems in their areas. Look at the gridlock on Apapa here. A university like University of Lagos, which we have done but rejected by government, should be able to develop a solution that already been developed here, but government is rejecting it.
Increase in school tuitions could serve as stumbling block to potential brilliant students that could become assets to the nation in the future. Education should be seen as a necessary investment, which should be a critical preference for progressivism of any nation.
Nigerians are now being made to pay for more on fuel, on electricity, on even the air that we breathe. And now finally, it has come to the tertiary education sector, where you will now ask students not only to pay tuition, but you also hike fees, in virtually some services that are being provided by the university.
Free education is not really a gift to citizens. It's a necessity. I like the way the people in the Scandinavian region think about the cost of education. They say it's not a cost, they say it's an investment. Okay, the reason why we think we need to charge parents and their children for education here is because we are seeing education as a cost. When the government invests in education, it sees it as they have spent money. But when the people in the Kandivali region put money in education, they see it as we have invested money.
Making education accessible will also help increase enrollment and attendance, as more children will be able to go to school. Government can provide by funding the schools and teachers' salaries. They can also offer subsidies to families to afford to send their children to school.